We need Taylor home. We love Taylor. Taylor is a part of our family. Our hearts are aching. We need closure. What happened to Taylor? Where's Taylor? We just need closure. It's agonizing to not know. Just to not know.
Family, it's your favorite queer radio personality, Anna Deshawn, here with a really special and exclusive interview for you today. As you all know, we've been covering the disappearance of my Chicago comrade, Taylor Casey, on the Queer News Podcast. And today I'm honored to have her mother, Mama C, as everyone affectionately calls her, with me. Thank you for making time to join us on the podcast today. So, Mama C, I think people know the headlines here, but what I want to know is who is Taylor to your family, and what has she meant? I know what she has meant to the Chicago queer community, but I would love to just amplify the person that Taylor is.
Wow. Taylor is they call me the pillar, but I'm not the pillar. Taylor is the pillar of the family. Taylor just uplifts us all, encourages us to be the best we can be and to fulfill our full potential, and just Taylor is a light in the family to me. And it's hard for me to speak about this, with Taylor not being here because it brings up some really serious emotions for me. But Taylor is everything to us. To me, the siblings, the cousins, the nephews, the nieces, nephews, and great nieces and nephews. Taylor is just, we miss Taylor and we need Taylor home. We need Taylor back in our family.
Yeah.
Taylor just spreads so much love. I mean, just so much love. Just want to say this little thing that, I always have to speak about is because sometimes I gossip, you know. I got to gossip and tell the news, but Taylor, with my child Taylor, I could not do that. Taylor don't play gossiping about people. Taylor says just receive people as they are, let people be who they want to be, and just love them. Just love them. I know Taylor ain't Jesus, but when I think about Taylor, sometimes Taylor just reminds me so much of Jesus. Taylor spreads that love and that light. Just absolutely amazing. Amazing. And we need Taylor back home. Please help us.
We do need her back
Yeah.
home. And I know, Mama C, I've seen you speak before, and I know you are a God loving person and a prayer filled person. And I'm wondering if there's a prayer, a scripture, affirmation that's also, helping you to get through this time.
Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths. That's my
Amen to
favorite
that.
scripture.
Amen to that. Now, now transitioning into more about Taylor's disappearance. There have been three things that have concerned me as I've been following this story, right? The trip that you all made to the Bahamas that was just seemed like a complete disaster. The chief superintendent being suspended for corruption. And then the fact that we all know that Taylor is a Black trans woman. These are the three things that have concerned me the most. As time continues to pass on, Mama C, what are some things that are concerning you the most today, as now it's been over a month?
Well, one of them is why the Sivananda yoga retreat is not being investigated.
Hmm.
I feel like they need to be investigated because, mama's too intuition, woman's intuition. I just had an eerie feeling about them, you know, when I was down there, and especially about Taylor being trans. It just feels like to me that they really weren't accepting of that. And some of the students was talking about how Taylor would isolate and stuff, and Taylor's not like that. Taylor is sociable, loves to be around people. So why are you isolating? I just really feel like whatever was going on down there made Taylor not want to be around those people.
Mm.
Yeah, so that really concerns me. The ashram yoga retreat needs to be investigated, and it disturbed me with the Royal Bahamas Police Department. How they investigated, how they said they investigated. I really just wasn't feeling any of it. Especially getting down there and not seeing any missing persons. I'm standing in the Royal Bahamas Police Force with a huge wall of missing persons, and my child wasn't up there. Taylor's wasn't up there at all. These are missing persons. Why isn't Taylor's poster up there? Because they made one. They made a poster, showed it to me and everything, but never posted it. It wasn't posted at the Sivananda yoga retreat. Posters were not posted, and how you looking for a missing person if nobody knows? Even the students. The students didn't know Taylor was missing, that were sleeping in the tents together, around Taylor. So that really concerns me. Yeah, and it just concerns me how nonchalant the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Crime Investigation Department is. They don't give us updates. We haven't heard from them since like July 28th, or maybe, yeah,
Mm.
July 28th. I mean June 28th. I'm sorry, June 28th. Yeah,
June
they won't,
28th.
yes, they won't give us updates. And we need updates. We need a briefing. We need something. Even the senators mentioned, have they briefed you guys on anything? No. No, we just haven't heard from them. They're totally ignoring us.
Mama C, you mentioned talking to the senators. So you have spoken. Have you spoken to Senator Durbin and Senator Duckworth?
We have spoken to Duckworth, and she said she was going to do everything in her power to, help us. To help us. She said actually the teams Duckworth and Durbin were going to join forces in it. Yes.
Got it. Has anything come of that yet?
Not yet, not yet. But they have been communicating with us, so yeah.
Okay. And I also understood from what I've been seeing and hearing from you all that the Bahamas police force have to invite the FBI to get involved. And I'm assuming at this point that they still haven't extended that invitation. Is that accurate?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard anything about the FBI being involved. Yeah, they haven't extended that invitation to the FBI. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw recently that an anonymous donor offered $10,000 reward to get a lead to bring Taylor home. And when I saw that, I thought, hallelujah, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
money tends to be a huge motivator in cases like Taylor's. So, do you all feel like that donation and being able to hire that lawyer are really milestones in helping to bring Taylor home?
Yes, yes, I think so. But I want to just say one more thing that people can help us do is call your senator's office. Call the senators and ask them to do what they can to bring Taylor home. You know, we just like really want to bombard their offices and stuff with calls from people who love and care about Taylor and want to bring Taylor home. So they can put some pressure on the folks in the Bahamas and the FBI to get involved.
Yeah, apply all the pressure. So in
Yeah.
Illinois, family, if you do not know, if you don't live in Illinois, that is Senator Dick Durbin and Senator Tammy Duckworth offices that both Democrats, right? Both support
Yeah.
LGBTQ rights, all the things. And this needs to be a top priority on their docket as well. So, family, I'll put in the show notes opportunities and ways in which you can connect with those senators to make it as easy as possible for
Thank
you today to do that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, yeah, money is a huge motivator, you know. You know how that saying goes, money talks and walks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm truly hoping that, well, I believe it is a motivator, and I'm truly hoping that somebody who knows something and can use that money, need that money, will be able to say something. Yeah.
Hmm.
And the flyers, seen, being seen, that's motivators too, to help people to know. Because if you don't know somebody's missing, how are you gonna, even think somebody's missing? Yeah, those flyers need to go up. Those flyers really need to go up, the missing persons and the reward money.
So I think some of our key takeaways here is we need to raise some money. And at this point, every little bit counts, family. So I'm going to include a link in the show notes as well, where you can make a donation to help support, because fundraising, money is going to really help to push this along and to get the help and the resources that the organizers and Mama C needs. You know, I recognized right away when the press releases came out that there was no mention of Taylor's identity. And I said to myself, I know exactly why. And so when the decision was made to finally say that Taylor is a Black trans woman, what did that look like? And why did you all decide at that moment that you had to say exactly who Taylor is?
Well, I think, because it needed to be said, because that's who Taylor is, a Black trans woman, a proud
Hmm.
Black trans woman.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it didn't need to be said in the beginning, because I know how the media, the news, and how people run with the situation. And I didn't want the
Hmm.
focus to be on Taylor being a Black trans woman instead of a human being, an American citizen who needed to be found.
Hmm.
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah, I waited to do that
Yeah.
intentionally. Yeah, it wasn't hiding it or anything. It was just waiting for the appropriate time, because the focus needed to be on Taylor, a human
Hmm.
being missing in the Bahamas.
100%.
Yeah.
And I hear that. And I understood from the very moment I saw it. I said, I understand what's happening. And I have also, as somebody who sees these press releases far too often or has to report on this far too often, how important it was. And actually, honestly, how much I've respected how you all have organized for Taylor and how you all have held the narrative and made it your own and not allowed the media to take off running whenever they felt like running. And I
Right.
have really respected that, because that is just not how this always goes. One last question for you. For anybody who watches this, who does have information that they want to share and still may be a little hesitant, what do you want to tell that person in this moment? And what do you want to share with the people about why it's so important to bring Taylor home and what they can do?
Thank you for that. And if you know something, we have a tip line, and you could be anonymous. You don't have to give your name and stuff. You know, of course, you would have to give it if you want that reward. If we bring Taylor home and you want the reward, but yeah, you can be anonymous. And it's so important to bring Taylor home, because the world needs Taylor. Actually, man, if we had people like Taylor in this world would be a much beautiful, better place. We need Taylor home. We love Taylor. Taylor is a part of our family. Our hearts are aching. You know, we're having restless nights, sleepless nights, just thinking about Taylor not being here, wondering. And the wondering is actually killing me, causing a lot of stress, just a lot of stress. Is my child hurt, in danger? What is happening? We need closure. We need closure. What happened to Taylor? Where's Taylor? We just need closure. It's agonizing to not know, just to not know. One day your child just gets up and take a vacation and go to do something that your child loves doing, and all of a sudden just vanishes. Oh my gosh. It's a parent's worst nightmare. It's a parent's worst nightmare. Yes. Just ask that you please help. If the shoe was on the other foot and it was somebody else's child, I would be feeling the same way. Not just because it's my child, but any child, anyone's child come up missing like this is just absolutely absurd. So I'm just begging you to please help, pray, continue to pray, prayer works, donate, share the word, share the link, just share the story. We want to keep this alive. We want to keep it alive. We don't want to let it die down. Yeah. So just please, you can help by doing all those things, praying, supporting, donating, spreading the word. Yeah. And just helping us bring Taylor home.
And so, family, the phone number for this anonymous tip line is 773-676-0073. That's 773-676-0073. And I didn't even know that it was anonymous. And so that just opens up the floodgates, right? So, family, please, if you know absolutely anything, if you have anybody on the ground in the Bahamas who can help support, if you have an inside track to Senator Durbin and Senator Duckworth that
Yeah.
helps them to press a little bit harder, nothing like a personal relationship to have somebody press and make a move, please do that, because Taylor absolutely deserves to be home. Thank you all for sharing and making time to speak with me and with our audience and family. You heard the word. Stay connected at Find Taylor Casey. Be on the lookout for all the news, and you already know that you can get it right here on the Queer News Podcast.